Man, Vice back in the day, for people who know it, it was basically 4 dudes. It was Sarouche, it was Shane, it was who was the other guy? Was it? No, Gavin was gone at this point. They had 4 hosts of their show. I can't remember their names. And then the show was basically like weird travel stuff. It was traveling on the world to crazy places and exploring. And then I guess what happened was HBO wanted to cancel it. And so they announced abruptly before HBO can re-upped it that they were already being renewed for a new season, which forced HBO's hand. But then HBO came back. I don't know if this is true. This is what I heard when I worked there. HBO came back and said, "How dare you?" And they were like, "Too bad, you're locked in now. It's been announced to the press and everyone's expecting it." And so then HBO was like, "If we're going to do it, then changes have to be made." And here's the best part. I was told that I couldn't host for them because I was a white dude.
That doesn't seem racist at all. Oh my goodness.
But I was like, but I'm actually mixed race. And they're like, yeah, but you know, like, you're a guy who looks too white. And so they were like, you can notice this too when you look at the Vice on HBO staff. They bring in like an Indian guy, some women. They brought in a bunch of women. And so when I had joined them, I said, I want to be an on-air host and I will bring my brand and the work that I do. And they agreed. And then sure enough, I asked them and they were like, 2 things. 1, fair point. I did not have hosting experience for documentary. So I was doing like basically what I'm doing now. And they wanted more pizzazz. Totally fair. So they had me host some stuff. But then when it came to HBO, they said, "You're a white dude, have a nice day, get lost." They didn't say it like that. They're just like, look, we've got a mandate. They want, you know, people of color and women.
But they just straight up said it.
Oh yeah, hands down. I mean, I was told the same thing by Fusion when I worked there, the ABC News company. When they did, they had the Black and Brown Forum. And they brought in, they had like 3 of their senior talent, staff talent, and then 1 external guy. And this is like Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders were being questioned by a panel of journalists. And so they just said nothing to me. And so I go to the president and I was like, is there a reason you guys had the other main talent and not me, your like senior reporter? And the guy goes, oh, it's because it's racist, because you're white. Literally told me that. And then I was like, but I'm mixed. He's like, yeah, but come on, man. And I was like, I mean, hey, like the dude was kind of cool. I get it. I mean, he was just a businessman.
That's when you call up the makeup artist for Tropic Thunder. And then you're like, do me up. And I'm going to go back in there.
I just thought that was so funny. I was like, okay, well, all right then.
And when was that? How many years ago was that?
This is 2014 or 15, I think 2015, because it was like the presidential election. They were Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, and they were going to be questioned by people. And it was called the Black and Brown Forum. And then I was like, I guess being like Asian doesn't count. Like I don't count as like part of this diverse America. And keep in mind too, because a lot of people might want to say like, Tim, your politics. No. This is almost a decade ago. And I had no politics. Like I had politics, but I wasn't doing anything like this. Yeah. My videos were all like, I'm here on the ground in Fukushima, Japan, and there's radiation.
You were
everywhere.
A journalist.
That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
There was no like me coming in the office and being like, here's what I think about the wage gap. Here's what I think about guns. It was literally just like, oh, I did a documentary on police brutality and the Ferguson riots. And that was what I worked on. And then when it came to this, they outright said, you look too white. You can't be involved. And like, that's the world they wanted to create. So go bro, good riddance to all of you.
So it is funny. So with government contracting, that is a thing. Like when there's a bid out there for, purchasing a thing, it's like if they're a female owned business, if they're veteran owned, if they're disabled, and if they, I believe race is another one. So there are companies that literally will pick a CEO who can stack as many of these things as possible to be the tiebreaker for contracts. Well, so like it's already a structure.
There's good news. Timcast is a minority owned company.